Are you getting excited to learn how to sew? Well, today I'm going to teach you how to thread a Janome sewing machine. They're very similar to all models, so if you have a different brand of sewing machine, that's okay too. Just watch along this video and it will sure help you with threading your own as well. So today I'm going to lift up the lid, and in here you'll see the spool pin. That's where your spool of thread goes. So I'm going to place my spool of thread onto my spool pin, and then I'm going to replace it with the cap, the little cap that goes and slides right on top of your spool pin to hold your thread on. Then you have your first guide right here. You're going to take your thread and you're going to go around your guide like so, and then you're going to start to come down the first groove here. You always work right to left when threading a sewing machine. So you're going to come straight on down with your thread. And then you can see that there is a little guide here that says 2. It says loop back around. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take our thread, we're going to loop it back around. And then at the top again, you'll have guides on all sewing machines. And so just look for them as a little reminder of where to go next. So that says 3, go back around. What it's telling you to do, I'm going to open up this door so you can see it a little better, is to go around your take-up lever. Now, I want to mention to you that this is your take-up lever. It is probably your most important part of your sewing machine. You want to make sure that when you come back around, that it hooks right into that circle. If you go too quickly, sometimes it gets stuck behind here and hasn't actually gone into your little circle of your take-up lever. And then your machine's going to make almost like a clunking noise while you sew. And it's going to be frustrating because you're going to think that the machine is broken when only the thread has only come out of that circle. So that might be a good problem solution for some beginners. I'm going to close that door now. So we've gone through our take-up lever. My thread comes straight down. And now we're going to go into the needle guide. So this just prevents a little tension on your needle. So I'm going to grab my thread here. And if you can see right in behind there, I'm sliding my thread into what's called a little thread guide there. And now we're going to try to get it through the little eye of the needle. So you have a little hole in the bottom of your needle that you're going to get the thread through. It really helps to clip a fresh tip to your thread. So I'm going to go ahead here and snip a little end off so that it's not frayed and it will go through my needle a little bit easier. So now I'm going to thread my needle from front to back through the eye, just like that. And then I'm going to grab the end of it and pull it straight on through. You want to make sure that your thread isn't twisted around your needle either, because that will give it a little extra tension that's not necessary. Could break your needle while you're sewing. So that's our upper thread. Now we're going to look into the bobbin. The bobbin has a little black button with an arrow above it that says just pull it over and it's going to release the bobbin cover. I'm purposely using 2 different colors of bobbin thread for my upper and my lower. So I have a nice pink here, and I'm going to put it in like a P. This is shaped like the letter P versus the letter Q. And so my students all know I say P for please put me in right. So you're going to drop in your bobbin looking like the letter P into the container. And then there's a little groove right out front here. It's kind of an indent. You want to make sure that your thread actually hooks into that groove and goes around like that. Okay, if you haven't hooked it in your tension disc of your bobbin, you won't have a balance stitch. And it's going to be a loose sort of stitch when you sew. So now you want to bring up your bobbin thread. So you want to loosely hold on to this green or turquoise thread. And this is why I chose 2 different colors, because I'm going to turn my hand wheel. So my hand wheel is that big sort of wheel on the side of your machine. You always want to turn it towards you. So I'm going to turn my hand wheel towards me so that my needle goes down, and I just twirl it once so that when my needle comes back up, you can see the turquoise thread starting to grab the pink thread, and it's hooking my lower bobbin. Once my needle is in the upright position again, and I know that when my take-up lever here has come back to the top, I can pull on my green thread. So I just pull up straight up on my green sort of turquoise thread, and my pink bobbin has come to the surface. I'm gonna grab that pink thread now, pull it all the way out, replace my bobbin cover, and I'm gonna tuck both my threads now under my feet so they hang out the back. And that is how you thread a Janome sewing machine. I hope that tutorial made things a little easier for you and that you'll be ready to sew with me. Thank you for watching.